This video is sponsored by Cohen Financial. More on them later.
Welcome to my channel where I fully analyze every single family home that comes on the market in Beverly Hills in less than 5 minutes. I sometimes go over a little bit. And today we have a special one, a beauty. 515 North Sierra Drive, Beverly Hills Flats 500 block. In the first 2 minutes, I'm going to critique this property on my 10 factors of quality. And then right after that, I will share with you guys how I would have marketed this property differently. And then at the end, I'm going to share with you guys my favorite comp for valuation purposes. How do I know all this stuff? My name is 𝐷𝐸𝐼𝐿. I'm a real estate agent by day based in Beverly Hills, and a critic and an analyst and a real estate enthusiast at nighttime. Okay, let's go. Location, Beverly Hills Flats 500 block. You've crossed the Santa Monica Boulevard. Congratulations. You get an 8.5. Lot quality, all flat. 11,000 square feet of lot space. It's on the smaller side on the flats. I'm going to give it an 8.5. Lot orientation, west facing, afternoon sun. But I don't think it's an advantage being a corner lot in these dimensions and in this location. So I have to give it a 7. Lot utilization, doesn't have a private driveway, but a good frontage. Really smart use of site setbacks and a kind of a tight backyard. I'm still going to give it an 8. Privacy, no one looks into the property, but you're way too close to your neighbor, and being an exposure on that side street, it's a negative. I have to give it a 7. Views, it doesn't have one. It's not a view property. I give it a 0. Scale and architectural style, absolutely warm. And it doesn't feel specky because they've used these mid-century elements like the brick and everything. It just makes it really warm, and the volume and the scale is fantastic. I give it a 10. Layout, open concept design, wow factor as soon as you walk in. I really like the indoor-outdoor flow, right amount of bedrooms in the right places. I also give it a 10. Finishes, it's really done well. Very high-end finishes, but more importantly, very well curated together. It just really goes. I have to give it a 9. The X factor. Look, it's very hard to differentiate yourself in the new construction modern. And this property has done a fantastic job. It doesn't have the best basement out there, but it's really good for someone who is really into cars because it has a huge garage. I have to give it an 8. But before I tell you the final score, award from our sponsor, story time. Many years ago, I was purchasing this condo with an FHA loan and a PMI, and that was assured by this shady loan broker who told me, if you ever bring your equity above the 20%, you can get rid of the PMI anytime during the loan. I was very excited. But guess what? A few days before the escrow, he told me that he was wrong, and I had no choice to continue with the escrow and close the property because I would have lost my deposit. Now, stories like this happen all the time, and that's why real estate agents really care to pair up with a top loan broker who doesn't go against their word. I once experienced with a client when Mark had promised this client no points. The bank had canceled that product, and Mark went out of his way to pay the point for my client so he doesn't go against his own word. That's why I love working with Mark. And don't take my word for it. Everybody knows this about Mark Cohen. Here's his phone number. Give him a call and thank him for supporting my channel. Okay, the final score is a 76. But wait, I put equal weight on each factor to get to that score. And one factor might be more important to you, like let's say you love views, and another person might like, let's say, finishes. That's why I put equal weight, so you can kind of look at the individual scores and kind of take it from there, right? But for the purpose of this video, a 76 is a C, and we're not in school. You know, that's not a bad grade. You know, F doesn't stand for failure, okay? Now, how could have this property been marketed better? Look, they've done a fantastic job. The photography is fantastic. The description is really good. I just feel like the photos are a little bit dark. Maybe it's because they went editorial. Maybe it's the time of day that they shot it. Maybe it's just because it is west facing and it could be a little bit dark. But I would have liked to see more lighter pictures. By this part of the video, you're thinking, Arvin, how much is this property really worth? Well, I will share with you my favorite comp, but just know that comping these properties is not easy because there's not enough data. You kind of have to find the most similar, and then with the help of an expert, adjust that price so you don't overpay. I really like 527 North Palm, and I will tell you why. They're both modern, they're both on the 500 block, and they're both corner lots. They're very similar, except Palm is 4,000 square foot larger, and you should know that all things equal, as the size of the property goes down, price per square foot goes up, and not in a straight line. It's not linear, so it's complicated. Here's the listing agent's information. Feel free to contact them. It's never a bad idea to get in contact with the listing agent. And if you think I can help you in your next purchase, you can email me at arvin@arvinhadot.com. Now, if you like this house, you'll probably like also this house. They're kind of similar. And I also have to share something else with you. The content of this video is purely my personal opinion. Real estate analysis is subjective in nature, and I don't guarantee the accuracy of information. In fact, you should go see the property yourself in person. You should review all the information available online. You should contact the city and form your own independent decisions. Now, if you watch the video to this part, please like and comment and tell me how I can make these videos better. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.